What's up, guys? I'm doing your 248 predictions UFC. I'm so stoked to do these predictions, man. This is the card I've been waiting for like the whole fucking year, man. I understand Khabib and Ferguson is coming up too, but this one, like, guys, this one's a real deal, man. I'm telling you, man. These two title fights, I can't wait for this, bro. I'm so stoked. And I was a little disappointed that they took the Derek Brunson and Edmund Shabazian, whatever the guy's name is. Just the motherfucker that's like fucking super kicking everyone. They moved it to the Portland card. I was really disappointed they didn't have this on the card, but the card's still really at least the main card. Let me look at the prelims. The prelims are pretty decent. Like, yeah, you got Sean O'Malley. Who else do you got in here? You got Deron Wynn. I love Deron Wynn. He's one of my, it's just such a. I thought, I guess I could have sworn Ezekiel Dos Santos was gonna be in here, but I guess he's not. But yeah, we can go over the main card. Obviously, I go from bottom to top. Starting off the main card, we got a fucking good one. We got motherfucking Alex Oliveira versus Max Griffin. This one's a hard one for me to pick. This is very hard for me to pick. Alex Oliveira, he's a former guy that was ranked number 15. He was on, like, maybe before, who was it? It was Gunnar Nelson when Gunnar Nelson beat him. He was on a 2-fight knockout streak. Quick knockouts, by the way. Man, that guy, he can swing it, man. He can give it out. But Max Griffin's has been grinding, man. And he's been going for it. It's hard. It's really hard for me to pick, but I'm gonna go Max Griffin, based on the fact that Oliveira going to those decisions, man. Unless he knocks you out, he's not really good at getting it done in the third round. Like, when he's not, he don't got that killer in it. I don't know. I don't like saying that, but like in that third, he just, you can't trust him. When it's one apiece, you gotta go with the other guy, cause he don't got that dog in him to like be like, fuck it, I'm winning this one too. So I'm gonna go Max Griffin on that. Then you got Neil Magny. Neil Magny's coming back versus Ali G Lang. I feel like I might be mispronouncing it, but Ali G Lang he's fucking legit. He's legit, and Neil Magny's legit. This is obviously a 3-round fight. Now, if this was 5, I might have been swayed to go Neil, but Elijah Lang is legit. After I seen him destroy Ezekiel Dos Santos like that with no care in the world, he made, like, he was winning the fight, but he wanted to finish it in the third. He wanted it to be over with. Now, Neil Magny's obviously coming off a loss to Santiago Ponzinibbio. That's the last time we seen him. It was a really bad knockout loss in the 4th round. Neil he's been a top 5 guy before. He has wins over people like Johnny Hendricks, Carlos Condit. Neil is, even Kelvin Gastelum. Like, he'll be on some days and he won't, and it's just, I don't think, unless obviously the grappling is going to be a big factor in this fight, but I think G Lang it's his time, and I think he's on a different kind of mentality, and he's just on a mentality to destroy. And I don't know about Neil anymore, man. I've obviously, coming off a loss, you're motivated to come and win. That always makes a guy dangerous, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I'm gonna go Liu G Lang on that one. Then you got Beneil Dariush versus Derek Close. I'm not that familiar with Derek Close, but I'm really familiar with Beneil Dariush. I think he's on a 2-fight win streak. He's been. Is it 4? It might be 4. Yeah, I don't know. But Beneil has really. I haven't seen him lose since the Alex Hernandez fight. I haven't seen him lose, man. And he got caught bad in that fight, man. Alex went for it, didn't give a fuck. But I'm gonna go Beneil, man. His grappling's really legit, super underrated, and that he don't quit. And just look what he did to Frank Camacho. That's all I gotta say. Look what he did to Frank Camacho. And then at the co-main event, this could have main evented the fucking pay-per-view for me too. I'm more excited. I can't say that actually. I'm super excited for this one though. Is Weili Zhang versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Now Weili Zhang, I've been super impressed with. She has proven me wrong numerous times. But she has not faced competition like Joanna. She was super impressive against Tisha, dominated Tisha Torres. But Joanna did it too. She destroyed Jessica Andrade. She finished her in a round. And you would say that's more impressive than what Joanna did to Andrade. And I disagree. Because now people can catch you slipping and they can knock you out in the first round. Doesn't mean they're necessarily better than you. But if someone beats you for 5 rounds straight and makes it, well, it was competitive, but if they beat you in a decision, that person usually just, they own you almost. Joanna's going to teach this fucking girl a lesson. Like, I swear, you people, man, the people that doubt, like, all right, she loses to Rose the first time. She gets knocked out by Rose, right? And then, I don't know, people assume that it was going to happen again, and then they have a super close fight. And what really won Rose that fight, in my humble opinion, is a takedown in the 5th round. So that was super close. She proved a lot of things, even in a loss against Rose. And then she goes up in weight against Valentina Shevchenko, right? A girl that's beaten her 3 times in Muay Thai. And then gives her a pretty good fight, even though Valentina beats her. And then you guys are like, oh, she's done. Look at the competition. Weili could never fight any of these girls she's fought. She hasn't fought on Rose. She hasn't fought on Valentina. Let's even look at the division. She hasn't fought Claudia, or Nina Ansaroff. Like, there's so many girls she hasn't fought, and she's gotten this crazy amount of hype. But I think Joanna Jędrzejczyk is gonna expose this girl. She's gonna expose her to the 4th and 5th rounds. That's where she's gonna kill her. Unless Weili catches her or knocks her out in the 2nd or the 1st, she's not gonna beat her. I promise you that. Joanna's gonna break her. Like, there's a difference. We're gonna see it in the weigh-ins, but that Joanna, this is a fight to watch. It's a good fight, but Joanna's gonna break her. You know, it's just something about them pressure fighters that have great goddamn attrition. They're different. They're different. That girl, she puts on a lot of muscle, and she comes in there and swings heavy. She has a really good hook. She has some really good knees, but you guys overrate that girl, and she's gonna get exposed on everything. She's gonna get exposed, like exposed. And then in the main event, you got Yoel fucking Romero versus Israel Adesanya. You got Yoel, the people's champ, versus Izzy's the company's champ, the business's champ, the guy they have promoted. I'm gonna give y'all. I've never been a fan of this guy. I have nothing against him. He's a great fighter. He can do stuff I wish I could do. I'm not gonna diss him on that. But here's the facts. You know, I wish I could fight. If I was him, I wish I could have his road to the UFC title. Rob Wilkinson. Marvin Vettori is a good fighter. I will always give him that. Marvin Vettori is a good fighter. Then Brad Tavares, Derek Brunson, Anderson Silva, and then that's a title shot? That's a title shot? Doesn't even fight no one in the top 5? No, at the time, Jacare, Luke Rockhold, Chris Weidman. I think, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if David Branch was in there. But Yoel and, or KG, like, it's ridiculous. Here's the facts. Even Izzy said this. When he beat Anderson, and if, like, whoever wins out of the Robert Whittaker and Kelvin Gastelum of that night, he was going to fight the winner no matter what. He was going to fight for a title no matter what after that fight. I told my friend they were going to do that bullshit. And he was like, nah, he should fight a contender. And he likes Izzy. But I told him they've been pushing this guy super hard. And not only did he first of all, take away from so many different fighters. What's it called? Positions. You know, Weidman, Luke, all were in positions to get a title shot, but because of him and the way he slithered around and how injuries came up and how certain people lost, he was able to come up through that. And he acts like he's worked so hard for this title. He acts like he hasn't been through no trials and tribulations. And he acts like this title is owned to him. You know, like it is his destiny. Like there's nobody else working hard to take that away from him. And he just has an arrogance about him that you can't. You're gonna get God eventually. Everyone's gonna get God eventually, and Yoel Romero is the guy to do it. A lot of people bring up the fact that Yoel has lost to Costa, Robert Whittaker, and I guess Robert Whittaker twice. Right, the first time that was a legitimate loss to Robert Whittaker. I always give Robert that one, the first one. Then he knocks out Luke Rockhold in between that. Then he fights Robert again. That fucking second one, he won that fight. He won. I don't care what any of y'all say. He won that fight. All right? He dropped him silly. And then to Costa, now that was closer than the Whittaker fight, but in my humble opinion, I thought Romero won that fight. In my humble opinion, I thought Romero was robbed. So he's obviously everyone's giving him credit for taking this fight. He has to take this fight, because if he doesn't take this fight, he will never get the credit he wants. You know why? Let me ask y'all a question. Why didn't he fight him when he beat Anderson? Right? They weren't doing nothing. He wasn't scheduled for nothing. Why didn't they fight him? Because he ain't want the smoke, man. He ain't want the smoke since day one. So now he's gonna get it. Now, and I'm telling you, he leans his head back so much against Robert Whittaker. He leaned his head back so much, but he has that reach and he has a beautiful hook. Now, what we've seen in his fights against KG and all these, you're gonna have to take some to give some. Can he take it? That's the real question. Can he take that kind of punishment? Because he uses his reach, jabs out, uses his distance, has good footwork, but he leaves him hand down super low. Him, Dan Hooker, all them coons at City Kickboxing, they like to play with fucking matches. They like to play with fire. They don't keep their hands up. I'm telling you, now everyone's bringing up the wrestling. I'm not a bit, obviously I respect freestyle wrestling, but if you look at folk style wrestling and even Sambo, they have done so much better in MMA than freestyle wrestlers. I just because freestyle, if you actually understand the sport, it's not about more or less keeping the guy on the ground. It's about the takedown. There's like 3-second pins, or there's like 3-second resting holding positions, and they'll tell you to get up. And folk style wrestling and basically in high school, what you see is there's more of a fight to keep guys down and get the pin. And it's like the you see they do the ride out games at the end when they're like at overtime or whatever. That's what they do. So honestly, I don't think the wrestling, and Israel Adesanya has really good takedown defense. I don't discredit his takedown defense or his grappling. What I do discredit is his striking, because even his striking is disrespectful. The way he keeps his hands so low, and obviously it's head movement, and I can respect that. But Yoel's going to fake a takedown, go for that overhand, and knock him the fuck out in the third round. I promise y'all that. He will knock that motherfucker out. Everything I love. He will knock him out. He's going to get exposed. That's on me. He's going to get exposed. Like, both of these champions are going to get exposed. That's why I'm so super excited for this card. Because both of them are going to fight legitimate contenders. No more of this pancake playing. And if they beat him, I'll go on YouTube and say, man, Israel Adesanya, that's the next guy. Wei Ling Zhang, that's the next girl. We got to respect them. Right? But he ain't doing that. And she ain't doing that too. Wei Ling and Izzy are going to lose. See y'all.